The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what is up, YouTube fams? Dupree, aka DarthVader, with my Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 6 review. I'm ready. I just got off the live stream, got my lightsabers here. I was ready. I was doing, got my face right here. Anyway, before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and also check out my last video because it greatly helps out the channel. Well, let's get down to it. I just got off two live streams earlier, and I had to go back and watch this episode again with no distraction, nobody talking to me. I love this episode. This episode was amazing. How it kind of started off, like, I didn't think it was gonna, I thought they were gonna maybe drop the ball, so to speak, a little bit, but it was amazing. First off, I'll just talk about Kenobi and Leia. Their relationship was amazing. I love their little father-daughter kind of relationship, so to speak. And it's funny when you think about it that Obi-Wan kind of had more interactions, his first interactions with Leia, young Leia, before Luke. Also, it kind of broke me at the end when Obi-Wan was telling Leia that all the qualities of her mother and her father, that he knew them, and then they played like the Princess Leia theme at the end. Like, that was amazing. Next, Reva and Luke Skywalker and Owen and the Lars and everything. That was that was probably the only thing in this whole episode that kind of didn't work for me. It's cool seeing Luke, it's cool seeing Owen and Beru at the homestead, but that whole thing, it's like, all right, Reva's coming looking for Luke, finds them, goes to the homestead, they ambush her, shoot at her, she kind of just shoots them off and then chases after Luke. Then, like, he gets knocked out, she's about to kill him, but, has a change of heart. That kind of took me out of it a little bit. I was thinking maybe Obi-Wan was gonna find her and put her down, kind of like he did Maul in Star Wars Rebels. Owen and Beru might have got lucky and shot her, something. And then she just brings Luke back. Luke doesn't see, Luke wakes up, and Reva just denounces the dark side and says like I'm not like him, and Obi-Wan's like, you're free. And that was all cool and all, but I just thought it was like a little weird. So now we're gonna get like something else with Reva. I loved her character in the other episodes, but this one was just, I don't know. I don't know. Just, it didn't work for me, this part. This is the only part of the episode that just really didn't work for me. Before I get into the main meat and potatoes of this, we got Roken and the rest of the underground Jedi Railroad, so to speak, invading the Empire, and Obi-Wan goes into a shuttle to, like, get away or lead them away. Roken's like, I'm not even done yet. So you already know, like, they're gonna do something with him later on. I bet you is gonna be popping up in Andor, but we'll see. As far as Vader and Kenobi goes, that was freaking amazing. I love the setting where they shot it all, where they had their showdown. Whatever planet that was, it was very Star Wars. Kind of reminded me of Edu from Rogue One, if you guys remember that one planet that Galen Erso was on. The choreography for this whole fight was great. I loved it. But the funny thing is, I felt like Obi-Wan had more of the upper hand when it came to the duel. Oddly enough, even though Vader was more powerful, doing, hitting him with rocks, like even almost crushed him with rocks for a second. But then Obi-Wan powered through. He got through, like, he had the rocks on top of him. Then he pictured, like, Leia and Luke, and then just gave him the energy to just, like, lift all the rocks and come back at Vader, and finally get like, so to speak, the killing blow. He jabbed at his chest box, breaking that, which was the first we've seen in these movies. Then he slashed his helmet, cracking it open. That part kind of took me out. I'll be 100% honest. We've seen it before in Star Wars Rebels, and I felt like the payoff in that was a little better because there was a lot more weight. There was a lot more dialogue. How it was shot, even though it's an animated series and it's a cartoon, was a little bit better. And you had, all the Clone Wars actors back and James Earl Jones back doing the voice. So it was great for what it was. This one, They had Ewan McGregor back, Hayden Christensen back, and in a Darth Vader costume with the burnt makeup, and you see his face. I feel like it just worked better in Rebels because the dialogue was so much stronger. There was so much more to say, so much more built upon that whole moment. I personally would have liked maybe if Vader just took his helmet off and everything, like Anakin Skywalker is dead, but you know, this Darth Vader, something, but you know, and then you know he screams like Kenobi, like Obi-Wan, like Obi-Wan is just leaving like all these angry Sith Lords out in the guy. He had 2 Sith Lords at this timeline. At this time in the timeline, he has Maul and Darth Vader after him, plus the Inquisitors and a bunch of other people. So Obi-Wan's pretty hated right now. But all wraps up. Goes to visit Leia, bring Lola back, have a couple words with her and Senna and the Organas. It's nice to see Obi-Wan on Alderaan. And then Obi-Wan comes full circle. Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan comes full circle, wearing the Alec Guinness, you know, robes and clothes that he wore, and then kind of mirroring the Sideshow Collectibles statue of him, which was actually pretty cool. Then he meets Luke, like Owen's like, you want to meet him? Then like Owen and a young Luke actually meet, not like, you know, toddler Luke. And then we get the hello there, and it's like, there's so many epic callbacks. You have Obi-Wan doing, you know, his pose and everything, and you know, the whole hello there just really, I love this show, man. I really love this show. And then Vader at his castle, talking to Palpatine, Ian McDermott back, doing Palpatine. I nearly flipped the table on that one. And I knew we were going to get some other cameo besides Qui-Gon, who I'll get to, but I was not expecting Palpatine. I know he's alive during this time. Everybody knows he's alive, but it's like I did not expect that. Given like how like all these actors like are coming back for, you know, Star Wars roles, like I'm all for it. Bring anybody and everybody back who's willing to be in a Star Wars show or movie. And the last bit of this, which had me up in arms, and I know a lot of people were, it broke a lot of people's Star Wars theory looking at you. Qui-Gon Jinn at the end with Obi-Wan leaving his cave, you know, finally, and like, you know, getting some kind of closure, and then going off to the Dunesy and going to Beggar's Canyon to eventually build his hut. Force Ghost kind of materialized, and it's freaking Qui-Gon Jinn. Like, what took you so long? I've always been here. And that's where the real training is. Yoda said Obi-Wan had, you know, training from Qui-Gon, which was at the end of Revenge of the Sith, but this is 10 years later. First time he's seen Qui-Gon Jinn. Now the real training is coming. With this, the training, Reva still being alive out there, also Vader still hunting out there too. I feel like there definitely will be a season 2. Also with the whole Roken thing, there will definitely be a season 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, or a spinoff. They'll probably do a spinoff with Roken, or they'll find some other way to incorporate them in other shows and movies if they don't want to do a full season 2. They have Ewan McGregor back. They have all these actors back. They have Hayden Christensen willing to be Vader again. Everybody is back. Everybody is willing to come back, play their character again, and get a nice Disney paycheck. And I'm all for it. At the end of the day, what I have to rate this episode and then the series as a whole, even though the Reva thing, that was my main gripe, I'm going to give this episode a 9.5. A 9.5 because of the Reva thing. Everything else, 10. But 9.5 for 10. The series as a whole, 9. I give it a 9. I liked it. It's just some of the story beats kind of were like a little off. Sometimes the production value, you could tell because it was a TV show, was not up to par with the deepfakes and other little things and the shaky cam. This needed to be a movie. They were going to do this in the Boba Fett series as movies, and then they changed their mind, and then we got the shows. These are the biggest Star Wars characters, Vader and Obi-Wan. This needed to be a movie. If maybe more streamlined, I could have seen that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you thought about the duel between Obi-Wan and Vader. Let me know what you thought about seeing Emperor Palpatine and Qui-Gon Jinn back. Let me know what you guys thought about the whole thing with Reva. Let me know. Any thoughts and comments down below. Let me know. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to your channel, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos. That would be great. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this. Let me do this right way. Let me do this the right way. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. Take care and see you in the next one. And always remember, the dark side of the Force will be with you always.